This is a public safety announcement. Welcome back to the Brandon Show, everyone, with your host, me, Brandon Watkins. Today's video will be on safe driving. We're going to talk about a lot of things on safe driving. We're going to talk about 3 most important topics. And those topics are seatbelts, driving under the influence of alcohol, and distracted driving. And towards the end of this video, I will have other videos on giving you guys safety tips. There's going to be other people giving you guys safety tips on how you can be a better driver. So this is how this video is going to work. First, I'm going to have my good friend, the deputy at my school, tell you guys what each thing is. And then I'm going to head it over to other people I interviewed on these topics. And then I'm going to tell you guys facts on these. So, yeah. That's how it's going to work. So, let's get to the first topic. The first topic is the thing that you do right before you get into the car. And that is seatbelts. Yes, safety first. Oh my gosh. Safety first. So, get your seatbelt on and don't die. That's it. Not really yet. I'll head it over to the deputy and he'll tell you why you need your seatbelt on. So hello, so why are seatbelts important?
Seatbelts are important to help people stay alive. For one, if they're in an accident, it helps keep them inside the car and protected from anything outside of the car. Also, if you've ever been in an accident, or you've seen some other videos, you see the person's thrown around, if they're not buckled up, they're not able to try to help maintain control of their car in case their car runs off the road and hits a ditch or something. So seatbelts help them keep secure in the car and keeps them from being thrown out and help save their lives.
So let's now get to the interviews on other people's opinions on this topic. Do you think that drivers should wear seatbelts?
Absolutely. Well, we, in my life, have been in a couple of accidents. The last one a few years ago was with me and my daughter, and I know if we were not wearing seatbelts, she would have probably gone through she would have gone right through the windshield. So I'm a firm believer that they do save lives and that it's an absolute necessity that it does need to stay along and it does save lives. Okay. All right. PJ.
Hello, so do you think that seatbelts are important?
Yeah.
So why are seatbelts important?
To me, seatbelts are important because it saves lives. When my sister was in high school and 16, she was driving around with her friends in a snow road back home in Pennsylvania, and they did not have their seatbelts on, and she went through the windshield, had a major concussion, and was in the hospital for 2 months, and they said she was very lucky to still be alive. So to me, you know, if she was wearing her seatbelt, she wouldn't have even been exposed to that.
Okay, cool. So why do you think that seatbelts are important?
Seatbelts are important because to drive without a seatbelt is kind of taking your life in your hands. When I was in high school, I got into a car accident, and because I was wearing a seatbelt, I walked away just fine, and my car was totaled. And so I tell everybody to wear their seatbelt.
Okay. So why are seatbelts important?
Seatbelts secure the driver and the passengers in the event of an accident from further injury due to banging around in the car. They are very, very useful in preventing worse accidents.
Seatbelts are so important because of the research that's been done that shows that if you're involved in a crash, you have more of a chance or more likely to survive the crash when you're wearing a seatbelt. They're also safe for, especially in this area, that you don't hit your head on the dashboard or the front windshield, especially when you're braking hard. If a car pulls out, it just keeps you safe. It's so important to wear a seatbelt, especially in this area with lots of traffic and people with their varying speeds that they go.
Or do you think that seatbelts are important? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Do you think that seatbelts are important?
I do think seatbelts are important. I had a car accident many years ago without a seatbelt. I would have been thrown through the windshield. Ever since then, I've worn seatbelts.
Alright. Do you think that seatbelts are important?
Seatbelts are so important because, well, obviously, if you get in a head-on collision, they'll keep you from going through the windshield. And I think they'll save your life.
Yeah. Now on the 2 facts on seatbelts. Welcome back, and now I'm going to tell you guys on facts on car accidents. So nearly 1.3 million people die in road crashes or accidents each year. On average, it is about 3,287 deaths per day, which is really, really sad. About 20 through 50 million people are also injured or disabled. Most car accidents occur among with young teen and adults ages between 15 through 44. Most car accidents happen within the state of Virginia. If you want to look up any other in your state information on these car accidents, make sure you Google it and whatever you can do to look it up. But in Virginia, it's the most car accidents happen within speeding in Virginia, which is really crazy. So guys, push that brake every so often, okay? Or safely, please. Road crashes are a leading cause of death among young people ages 15 through 29. The second leading cause of death worldwide are among people ages 5 through 14. Which is really, really sad. And they're so young. They have so much other stuff they can go through. I really don't know. And then each year, nearly 400,000 people under the age of 25 die on world's roads. On average, it's about 1,000 a day. 1,000 a day, guys. Remember to put your seatbelts on, okay? Now to get to the second topic, which is on drunk driving or driving under the influence of alcohol, which is, you know, going to a party, getting drunk, and then you drive after that, which is not good. So I'm going to cut this over to the deputy and he'll tell you guys more on that. So what is driving under influence of alcohol or drunk driving?
Driving under the influence of alcohol is a 0.08 is what people, for adults, is considered presumed where they're actually intoxicated and not able to operate a motor vehicle. But you actually can be charged and arrested for DUI if it's a 0.05, even sometimes as well as a 0.04. But it's when you're impaired. It's your judgment, not just your vision, but your judgment as well is impaired, and you're not able to operate a moving vehicle. It's not just alcohol. It could actually be drug related. It could be prescription drugs, marijuana, a lot of different forms of altering your level of behavior or your decision-making process could be considered and deemed under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and it would impair your ability to drive a vehicle.
Okay. Now on other people's thoughts on this topic. Any thoughts on drunk driving or the driving under influence of alcohol?
I think people who drink and drive and driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs, I think are very much cowards because they are putting the lives of other people who are innocent at risk. And statistics show is when you drink and drive and you're impaired, your body is more relaxed. So many times they're surviving the accidents because they're more limber. And people who are innocent and sober are the ones who are getting killed or majorly injured. So I think it's sad that they're putting those people at risk.
Driving under the influence of alcohol is a bad idea. Driving under the influence of anything, including cell phones. We're all addicted to our phones and we look at them too much. Drinking and driving's bad. Texting and driving's dangerous. It's all dangerous. Driving's difficult enough as it is. No sense in adding anything more that makes it harder to do.
It's so dangerous to have alcohol or drugs your system when you're driving. And you know, again, research shows that when you are driving under the influence, you are more apt or have more of a chance to hurt somebody else or even kill somebody else. And you know, a lot of times when you're in an environment like a party where drugs or alcohol are involved, it's so easy to be in that moment and do something that someone thinks is cool or fun, and then you get on the road to leave that party to go to either another party or go home, and then it's dangerous because of the fact that you put other people's lives at risk that weren't even involved in that party. And I think at that time that students especially need to think, what if that was my own child? What if that was my best friend that was involved?
Right.
And then it comes to be more realistic, and you put yourself literally in the driver's seat, no pun intended, but it really is that way, that you're affected by that, and you're losing a loved one because someone else didn't make a good choice. So definitely something not to do, and to be safe and not drive when you're drunk or intoxicated or under the influence. Especially in this day and age, Uber is the way to go. If you decide to go that route and need a ride, call a friend. It's so much easier than ever before to find some alternative transportation.
That's a big no-no. No drunk driving, please, because I might be out on the road and I don't want you to hit me and kill me.
True. Hear that, guys? Big no-no. Now on the true facts on drunk driving. Now to get to facts on driving under the influence of alcohol. And those are: a person could die within 30 days as a result of traffic crash involving alcohol, which is really sad. And now for some fun facts. Ready? Did you know that it is law that you have to have a blood alcohol concentration, which is BAC for short, of 0.08 or higher? So if you have 0.08% or higher, you basically maybe go to jail or have some jail time and stuff. So yeah. About 1 in 3 traffic deaths in the United States involve a drunk driver. And thanks to dedicated efforts, and those are like videos on stopping you guys or other people on doing drugs, you know those videos. Rates of drunk driving and alcohol-involved fatal crashes have gone down in recent years, which is amazing, which is really awesome. Still, drunk drivers got behind the wheel millions of times in 2010. Guys, don't get into alcohol. Don't get in trouble. Don't do it at all. Now to get to the third and final topic of this video, which is on distracted driving. What about distracted driving? Well, wait. Okay, I just saw a bird. Wow, and basically what distracted driving is getting your eyes off the road. Any activity that gets your eyes off the road. And that is very important to know. And you need to keep your eyes on the road to be a more safer driver. So don't text and drive. Don't eat or drink while you're driving. Maybe if you can, not eat, but maybe can drink. Maybe at stoplights. I don't know. Just don't, and girls, don't do makeup while you're driving. Don't get changed while you're driving. That is a way bad idea. Don't get ready. Don't groom yourself while you're driving. Don't. That is a bad idea. Because you need your full attention onto the road. And I'm going to cut it over to the deputy and tell you more about it.
With our drivers today, we have a lot of different things that are involved with the technology in the cars. The biggest thing I see contributing to accidents actually would be students or young people or even adults using their phones. They're not using their phones just for their phones. They're either sending an email, they're checking their Facebook or Twitter or other social media accounts. They might be using it to text. So they're doing everything they shouldn't be doing while they're driving the vehicle, and that distracts them. Another distraction that we don't realize is not only would be having too many people in a car, and that's why some of our inexperienced drivers who are still learning how to drive, we try the laws are restricting them from other too many passengers in the vehicle because it would allow for more distractions and it would be higher potential of being an accident involved with that. Some other things with some of our drivers is we've seen people read a newspaper and they go to work. We see them try to put on makeup, try to eat. Drive-throughs are good, but when you do drive-through, you have like all your other food or something around you, and you're not actually driving.
Right.
And those are all could be potential distractions and cause an accident. And who knows how severe those accidents may be.
Now to get to facts on distracted driving. Messaging/texting while driving increased by 23 times to be in a car accident over a driver who is not being distracted at all. Since 2009, 39 states have banned texting while driving. Distracted driving is not just texting while driving, as I said in the previous few cuts of this video. It is also eating, drinking, talking to other passengers, grooming, reading a map, using a navigation system, or even watching a video. 11% of all drivers under the age of 20 were involved in fatal crashes because they were reported on being distracted while driving, which is crazy. And for drivers who are ages between 15 through 19, about 21% were involved in fatal crashes because of being distracted while driving. And then distracted driving includes use of cell phone in any way and all those other things that I just said. So, guys, try not to be too distracted while you're driving out there, okay? Be safe. Well, that's it about the facts and everything. Now, you guys need to be a better driver. And how are you guys gonna learn and be a better and safer driver? Well, I interviewed some people on safety tips, what they think that, or how you can be a safe driver on the roads. So, let's head into those interviews. Any tips you want to give to drivers with a license or without on any tips for safe driving? So,
Sure.
yeah.
Yes, my tips are definitely be a defensive driver. You don't know what the other person's doing, especially with phones and the easy disposal of phones. Many people are using phones now while they're driving, which is illegal. But, you know, you have to be defensive. You're the one who has to be in control because you don't know when someone else might even try to hit you.
Okay.
I think the best thing that any driver can do is to have patience, is not to get in a hurry and not to get too upset too quickly when other people will do something that they shouldn't do, cut you off or whatever. But I think when we get in a hurry is when accidents happen and when we don't show patience. So just chill, just show some patience and just take your time, and I think we all as drivers would be much better.
Thanks.
Yep, just always stay focused on the road. No texting, don't get distracted, don't get distracted by all the friends in the car. Just stay focused on the road.
Okay. Thanks.
It's so important for other drivers to realize that peer pressure is real and it exists. And they don't need to.
I think that it's great for young drivers or newly licensed drivers to show them the rules of the road, that they understand all the signage and what that means. And I also think that practice in different situations is really beneficial. As much opportunity for practice is really beneficial when you're a driver.
One is the things we've discussed: wearing your seatbelt, if not eliminating all of the distractions that you may have, allowing more time to get to your destination where you may want to try to go. Instead of trying to make it up on the road, like some people try to do, is they'll speed and drive faster or take more chances they wouldn't if they would allow themselves more time. So human nature, especially in the areas of Americans. We're always rushing to get from point A to point B. So allowing yourself more time to get to those certain destinations safely would be a huge advantage to the driver, not just inexperienced or newer drivers, but also some of our experienced drivers.
Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys will be a better and safer driver in the future. And always, everyone, have a nice day, everyone, okay? And be safe.